Ribeye and New York steak with bone marrow butter tallow. Hello and welcome to Random Things. This is Ty, and today I'm going to make some beef bone marrow tallow with butter. What I use this for is once I render the bone marrow and the bone marrow fat, I'll blend it with some butter, and then I'll either jar it or I'll actually freeze it in a tube, and then I can cut slices. And then that way, after I cook a steak, I may use it to actually do a butter wash, or I may just cut a little pat of it and put it on top of that cooked steak while it's resting to kind of have that steak melt with that nice beefy, buttery, a little bit rosemary, herb, and garlic flavor that just kind of melts onto the steak as the steak rests. And then when you cut into it, boy, that is just really yummy. So with that, let's get going. So to get started, I went and got some beef bones from the butcher. These are kind of the femur bone, the upper leg. And so you have the knuckle piece, and then you have the actual bone piece. And so I had them kind of cut off the knuckle, split it, as well as the actual bone itself. I had them kind of split it, and so that will expose the actual marrow. And then all I'm doing is I'm putting this in a pan that I can put in my broiler, and we're gonna broil this for about 20-25 minutes until we can get the marrow cooked and the fat to render off the bone. And then what I'll do is I will actually pour it into a blender with some butter, some rosemary, and some garlic. We'll blend it up, and it'll be kind of this soft butter, something like a room temperature butter, even after it cools, and not like a hard butter. And then after that, it's kind of ready to use. The only other prep here that I did that you can kind of see is that it's seasoned a little. And all I did is I used the Traeger seasoning. It's the all-purpose garlic, chili pepper, Traeger rub for beef. I don't use too much of it because I don't want it to get too salty. It just gives it a little bit flavor for the marrow, and that way when I blend it with the butter, I have a little bit more flavor to it. So let's put this in the broiler and get going. I actually used my Uni pizza oven, kind of like a broiler. So you can see right now it's actually around 485 degrees or 250 degrees Celsius. Take a look inside. That's what it kind of looks like going on inside. We'll drop the bone marrow bones in there and let that kind of cook in there for about 20-25 minutes, and we'll come back and take it out and you'll see. Bones after about 30 minutes, you can see all the renderings. That's part of what I'm looking for, as well as you can see the actual bone marrow itself. We'll blend that together with some butter and we'll be good to go. So I poured out all the rendering from those beef bones. You can see a nice big piece of bone marrow right there. And I've also cut up about a pound of butter. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in my little blender and then blend it all together. So that process made about two 16-ounce containers. This will let me kind of keep one in the refrigerator, and then I'll freeze the other one so that you know, I guess minimize the risk of it going bad, because it is got some cooked beef grease in there. So let's test out this beef bone marrow tallow in cooking a steak. So there you have the end product. I hope you found this video interesting. If you did, please hit the like and share button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. That would really help me out. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next random video.